in Betfred Super League. Hopefully it's a good game. We got results from other games. Just keep you informed. They got so let's hopefully other results go right, but we'll wait and see.
Two sides have the opportunity to show their support for Rugby League's Tackle It campaign. And after
it's shite. It's absolutely disgusting.
that flag of blue and yellow is still in the
Worse, it's purple. At least they're not too bright. but the awake, except that the Sheffield Eagles shirt this season's a lot better because their away kit's sky blue this year.
where the sun is setting fiercely behind them is packed with Wigan supporters, and they'll be pretty confident Wigan supporters, I fancy.
Yeah, do you know what? I love listening to Paul Cullen in the build-up to what it means to Warrington people and players when they play against the Warriors.
Here we go, and hopefully all results go right tonight.
I know that when Wigan play against Saints, that might be the dad, but this isn't far behind.
But one won't, because one guy's at a game that will cause a jinx, and we already know that because it always happens for years.
It's always physical battle.
Right, I can't wait for this game. I've been looking forward to it all day. I'm 100% confident it's going to be exciting, action-packed, thrilling, and 10 times better than Brian Carney's Neil Diamond story.
And that's away kicks. And in possession, Warrington
Wow.
to contend just for a
Go-
little while longer with that sun in their face.
Come on, Sheffield Eagles, beat Lee, please. No, I mean Lee.
Already laying down the law.
But I don't. We'll give it the best shot. If we don't win, we don't win. If we give it our all. And this game looks awful, and it deserves to be scrapped.
6 against the giveaway and then the penalty. Matty Pete, well, he just wants this good ball position on the field to take on this talented Warrington side.
The Singleton off the back of that penalty, driving that ball in.
Here we go. It's
Robin Smithies now.
just looking at that kick close up. It just looks awful. You won't catch me wearing that. It's too bright.
And Wigan with this early opportunity after some
Yeah.
indiscipline. And they're looking for big.
Yeah.
He's bundled towards the touchline. Marshall back in field to Harry Smith. There is Liam Farrell. Farrell across the field. Cade Cust. Cust fires.
And here we go. Try.
And they get the first try of the game after only 2 minutes. It's
And I can give you some news if you've not already seen it. Lee have signed Blake Ferguson.
And Ian Thornley, only his 4th appearance of the season, getting his first try of the campaign. And what a start
Yep.
it is for the Wigan Warriors. And Warrington
So that might be the difference maker that could get them over above Fev because of how that one talent. It could make one person could all make all the difference.
One side to the other. Beautiful hands. Players running into space, passing on.
And that's what. As soon as I seen that, I thought we got to play him next. I thought, please don't say he's playing, because if we do, we're not going to win. I haven't had a look yet because I know our team because I looked at it. And it's yeah, just keep an eye on that as well because it pops up on my phone for that one. So it's 4-0 Wigan with a penalty to come.
Of the Super League season.
What a start for Ian Thornley, who has returned to Wigan for a 3rd time and had a bit of a stop-start season, got injured very early on in the campaign. And that will do his confidence a power of good. And Harry
It
Smith
sounds like they don't like each other.
season, make that 15 as he lands that one. And that is the dream start for Wigan. Nightmare start for Warrington.
Is it because they're pie eaters?
Really quick, and I think this Wigan side this year in particular are willing to throw the ball around. And Kate Cust, he is at the heart of everything. That's his 11th try assist of the year. And you know, people accused them over the last couple of years, been bored, and they just try and play through the middle, try and bully it. But I think that's what Matty Pete's brought to them. He wants them to throw the ball around, chance around, and that's plenty of questions.
Well, that's a warning for
Oh,
Warrington Wolves. They cannot allow Wigan that sort of space. 16-6 now. Casper have hit back in that contest. Militland ahead at this stage.
Have that you wrapped.
Danger when you go into games like this, close derbies, local rivals. It's all talk about the forwards and the forwards.
And hopefully,
To each other. You can't forget to play though.
Yep.
Just did that.
And
And Smith
wow,
puts the kick in.
Matt
On the fourth.
Matt Pryor,
Here early on.
not bad start. What? It's Becca. Yeah, because he refused to sign. He refused to do some stuff which he was supposed to do.
Yes, ne'er cast a cloud, Jenna, as the saying goes.
Yeah,
And there's going to be a frost tonight later on, you gardeners, beware.
I'll take that because he said he knows how to get success out of a team. He's won nearly a trophy a season, a trophy a year with the LA Dodgers.
Was talking about fast rucks, quick rucks, so that the nine can get out and exploit.
Ravioli.
Does special things with a retreating defensive line, and John Bateman, one of a number of Wigan defenders that couldn't get back on side.
I do it because so that stuff doesn't drip.
6-0 leads ahead against Hull Kingston Rovers. Well, Wigan were able to capitalise on their first penalty of
Wow.
the game.
Wow.
What can Warrington do with this
Yeah.
opportunity? Here is
But like you've said to me before, they might have got the foot of the gas because of they've already won the league.
11 games so far. George Williams getting the bird from his former supporter. Here is Ben Curry now. Wrestled to the ground.
Are you gonna go and shove it to the pie eaters? Because all they're famous for is just pies. Oh my god, that was brilliant. Game on. It's definitely gonna. I can see this being a high-scoring game if it started like this. 4 points to 6, and they need to change the other score in a minute. There we go. 1-0. Yep.
Last week were academy players Josh Doolis with his hat-trick, Riley Dean and Conor Ranch, who's unfortunate to miss out this evening, but the academy graduate gets over for Warrington Wolves.
And he'll look to convert his own try to level the scores.
To make it 6 apiece.
Just coming up to 8 minutes gone. And
It is 6 apiece.
Wigan will be fuming. That was a soft try to concede.
It was. You don't like to see smaller, nippy, more agile players run straight through big men. And Tez is right. Kane Ellis, flat-footed. Brad O'Neill just couldn't make up that space, make up that gap. And they're too worried about what's going on outside Riley Dean. He steps off that right foot, dummies, and backs himself.
So Riley Dean, who's been turning out for the York City Knights this season, he's not been able to get into the Warrington side. He's in the Warrington side tonight.
You don't like him.
His presence already. Mulhern returning the ball in for Warrington.
of the chat before the game has been about both packs, and Wigan have got size and physicality on their side. Well, what Warrington have got to do is use late footwork, take support, and try and get some one-on-ones and get on the front, play the ball as quick as they can, and provide that platform for Darren Clark.
Just checking to see, let's see who's starting from.
Over the halfway line. Warrington. Here is Williams. Williams. Ball back in field. Ball back in field.
Oh,
Almost snapped up by Wigan, but Curry managed to claim it. And here they come again. Crossfield kick. And it's claimed by Liam Marshall.
What about the offload from George Williams? Magically was ushering a player on a drop-off to go back on a different angle, and eventually it was a little bit too late for the pass. Watch this flick. Magic.
Well, that's what works, and I think they've got three of the best in Peter mentality and Toby King and Mike Cooper for offloading. That late offload, commit players to the defence, and you'll cause some problems.
179 appearances George Williams made for.
oh, don't remind me. That.
And now, looking to
Yeah, Barrow ain't easy. Especially if it's very windy on there, because that's what cost us when we played Barrow. We lost because it was during when the bad storms happened. It did. And we had to play that game. It was one of the worst. But come on, Benj Jones Bishop, get a couple of tries in, and that will be a victory for us.
Farrell checks, comes back towards the middle of the field, gets away from the challenges, still gets away. Eventually,
Jeez, he's a boldie. He looks like Voldemort.
that's the fifth tackle.
Yeah.
Harry Smith, it's Chayfield.
Oh, nearly.
Saying there was a Warrington hand in there.
I think he's right, Matty Ashton has to have a go at it. It's a dummy kick. And it's going to be a penalty.
Oh.
Dummy kick from Harry Smith. The man of the moment, Chayfield, and
Try
numbered with 2 minutes
3.
to make, has to play for that.
Here we go. Here comes the start of the demise.
French outside you. Inside you got Jay Field, you're thinking, right, I'm in scramble mode here, what am I going to do? And he just sticks out the arm.
Catalan 22 points.
Don't think I'm going to get any happiness tonight because I'll be thinking what could have been.
Always a threat. Warrington offside.
Yeah, Sidwell just ran.
Meters are told on the Jay Field. That right edge for Matty P has got serious pace about it.
They tap that.
And then he got the guy called Inu. What a name!
Cade Ellis was tackled about 5 metres away from that Wigan line. Here is Singleton now. Singleton charging.
At least we last about 11 minutes. We said then what more games we've done.
1 second, I thought he was going to get rid of Mulhern and get this ball down. Good powerful run. And Mulhern knocking it.
Oh, he hasn't got it down. Unlucky.
Singleton close to a third try of the season. Here is Morgan Smithies
Come on, Eagles, get a try, please.
slithering closer to that try line.
Oh, my uncle will be pissed.
Come back to where he was tackled and played that ball correctly.
Because Sheffield United can't afford to lose this game because Middlesbrough won their game in hand in midweek.
Towards the posts.
So they can't afford to drop any points. A point will
In the tackling.
could be good for them, but they just can't lose.
Smith, on it comes.
Oh, what a pass. Oh. Oh, it's Charlie Austin shite.
To this day for Ian Thornley. He's had enough.
Going for Queen's Park Rangers against Sheffield. Against Sheffield United.
He's making up for lost time here tonight. And again, Wigan sweetly shifting that ball, and Warrington having no reply.
Another try for Wigan. It is now 10-6. With a conversion to come.
This scrum, Warrington all offside. Too many for other hits to pick and look at. And the timing of this pass. As Wigan move it across the line from left to right again, watch out how Chayfield holds that ball. Just attracts Toby King just enough to give an outside edge to the facing him, and Toby King actually stumbles in an attempt to make that tackle.
Sheffield, he's like a magnet, isn't he? I mean, because of his record, they're just attracted to him.
Well, he terrifies the 10 metres from your line. You've got to get up, you've got to shut him down, but also you've got to back up and wait for
Okay.
defence and the help from inside and out. But I tell you, like, you give the ball to Ian Thornley, he played short, he hit him, he's a big, powerful man, Ian Thornley.
I think when you're trying to defend a player with the speed of Jayfield, it depends what place on the field. If you're over the halfway line near your field, you can't get it wrong.
From the sideline, Smith is on target again with an excellent conversion. Wigan back in front, 12 points to 6.
12-6 Wigan Warriors.
You've got to be prepared to miss that tackle. You've got to replay the try.
Well, he's just a massive indicator. Wherever he is, wherever they're going to shift the ball, it's going to be to Jayfield's side. Wherever he is on the field, you'll see his late movement behind the play the ball. And that's the side 9 times out of 10 they go.
I played against Jason Robinson when he was in the peak and in his pomp. And when we were at Leeds Rhinos, as defenders, we just used to say, get a hand on him. First one, get hold of his shirt, get something of him. And then second and third, let's concentrate on stopping him.
Sheffield has that effect on opponents. Thornley's made his first blunder of the night. He's given the ball away.
Oh!
And Ashton could profit.
Oh, nearly another try.
He's still going. He's just short of the try line. But instantaneously, Warrington are on the offensive. Toby King across the field. Now then, Warrington need to keep their heads. Billy McGoulias it is playing the ball, a Greek international. Here is Rob Mulhern. Inside that, Wigan 10. Clark.
Ooh, I thought it was going to...
Opened up for him for a moment.
It was outside of Brad Sinclair.
Yeah, he had the gap open, but unlucky.
Here is Williams. Williams teasing the Wigan defence.
Oh, nearly again.
His former teammate brings him down. Now then, Curry. He's tackled. Set restart signal. Toby King going backwards. Hands the ball off to Riley Dean, and now it's Williams, and now it's Mulhern. Absolutely frantic start to this game. We've had 16 minutes. We've got 18 points on the board. Oh, Dean juggling with it. And it has been end to end. Very little time spent in the middle of the field. Mulhern. On it comes to Oliver Holmes, and Holmes
Ooh.
his way through. Williams signalling. Here he is now. Puts a little kick in. Cooper.
Oh, nearly another try.
Over the dead ball line. First goal line drop out of the game.
Well done, he said it's frantic. Morgan Screenis comes to the rescue, then anticipated the short kicking game from George Williams. I bet he's looking forward to playing in the second half away from those Wigan fans. Every time he gets the ball, he's getting hard time.
Players like George Williams thrive on their energy, don't they? Positive or negative, it all feeds.
It's Riley Dean who gathers the ball and then sends Rob Mulhern off on a run. 22 points to 6 it is in favour of the Catalan Dragons. Looking on course for a comfortable win against the Catholic Tigers. Half-time score that. Here, 17 minutes gone. Wigan ahead by 12 points to 6. Warrington looking
Oh.
Matautia cutting in field. Matautia still going. The ball almost squirting from his grasp. Clark, change of direction. Riley Dean signalling, and Ben Curry obliges. It's with Darryl Clark again. Now Williams, Matautia.
Oh.
Holmes will retrieve the ball. It's 6 to go, says the referee. There's a Wigan hand in there as Holmes retrieves it.
Well, me and these sides have left down wondering about this result. How we
Got two skillful sides, haven't they? The soft passes and offloads are a joy to watch.
Here's Billy McGoulias. Former Cronulla forwards. Darryl Clark now. Here is Williams. Dean and Cooper
Oh, is he going to get there? Oh, nearly. Nearly another try, folks.
Going through the agonies there.
The idea, maybe not the execution, just a little bit too much on it. Easy to stand up here and say that. But I'm applauding the play of Warrington Wolves. Soft hands, plays into space, and they're actually trying, aren't they? What they're trying to do is ask too many questions for for Wigan to answer.
I'm liking that though from the youngster on his 5th or 6th appearance. He's coming up with a player like that in a pressure game in front of the Wigan faithful. Well done, Riley Dean. It didn't come off for him, but you can't knock him for trying it.
Whoa, what a start we've had to this game. St George Illawarra against the West Tigers is on Sky Sports Mix on Sunday at 7 AM. If you're looking forward to some NRL action. And this is shaping up to be quite a contest. First quarter has flown by. And you get the feeling it cannot conceivably continue at this sort of frantic pace.
Well, you say that, but
I hope not, because I'm feeling the strain already.
it's a smart kick.
An
That's
early kick, yeah.
in the corner, makes Josh Thulis go back. And we've already seen in the opening stages both halfbacks from either side
Oh.
look prepared to run this ball and take on defenders. That's a good sign. When you
So guys, get your questions in the chat. Like, someone subscribe if you are new.
It was a little man, was it Kate Costley put that tackle in?
Yeah.
When your best attackers become your best defenders,
Another
you know
try,
what
Tilly.
tonight.
It's gonna get downhill from here.
And Toby King galloping onto the ball.
That's a big charge that from the iron goal. Ashton again. A quick play of the ball.
Is Oliver Holmes. That's the 5th tackle. Williams. Field underneath it.
We have just scored a second try.
There for him.
He loves that kick, George Williams, an end over end, an easy ball to deal with. But what he's doing is challenging Wigan by putting him in the corner and then making him work hard to get some momentum in the 6.
Now here's Bevan French. You talk about keeping your
Yeah.
eyes on field. That
We'll get a try in this, but I don't.
French has hardly got a look in this
We'll
season.
get a try, but I don't think we'll win.
He brings to the Wigan
So
attack.
many attackers,
Actually,
actually,
strike players.
and when you put Liam Farrell in here, he set up that first try, can ball handle, he can create space, he can exploit space, he's got pace and speed. We've seen him operate in the centre. I think it was last year he played at half a dozen games back to back in the centre role.
That was interesting a moment ago. 2 Irish internationals going head to head in Rob Mulhern and Liam Byrne. Salford ahead 6-0 at St Helens early on in that contest.
Bill, you mentioned Ireland in the year of the World Cup. Young Josh Thulis has a decision to make, whether to declare himself for Ireland, who he represented at under-16 level, or declare himself for England, who he represented at under-18 level. A player in demand. Where he'll end up, we'll wait and see.
He'll be 20 years of age tomorrow, will Josh Thulis. Here's Cooper. That's the 5th tackle on the halfway line. Riley Dean playing the ball. Williams. Thumping kick towards Liam Marshall, and Marshall didn't want anything to do with that, probably wisely.
And Salford are beating St Helens.
Make contact with the ball. It's as if to say to the rest of the team, right lads, let's go and get him.
That's mad.
Both set to hunting, trying to control the speed of which their opponents play the ball because of the strike and the speed that they've got. And George Williams, I'm telling you, been building up to this game. As soon as he saw this in the fixture list, he wanted to be ready to play.
There's your break, Bill. When that ball went off the island, of course, the old rules would have meant it was a scrum. Now it's a lateral restart, but everybody just took a big deep breath, didn't they? Including you, Bill Arthur.
The players did as well.
I don't expect us to win. I just want us to get some points on the blooming board.
Profitable couple of games going into this of the Warriors.
That's all.
Defeat against Saints on Friday. 14
It's a
tries
good-
scored in the last couple
Yeah.
of wins. Warrington again, likewise, just
That's not a bad. It's not a bad team we start with. All of our best players are starting. Try for Wigan again. They look like they're going to run away with this one.
To score the try, his third of the season. Sheffield, if he's not scoring tries, he's creating tries. He is extraordinary. And Wigan extend that lead. 16-6.
Oh, come on, Eagles. At least get a try. At least. Do not end it on a donut.
Locked in on the spot. I think it was Riley Dean that just shows Sheffield the offside. And it's very dangerous. You've got to make sure if you're going to show them the offside defender is pretty close to you. And you can see Toby King, he changes his
Jeez, that guy is quick.
towards the sideline. As soon as he does that, Sheffield's running. And then the running threat, Betfred, the support player from Betfred.
I would not want to come up against Jay Fields in a race. He would outpace me for miles.
Right edge looks formidable. You've got to feel sorry for Toby King.
Because he just did it in making that try. Went through like 3 players like they weren't there.
So to play on the inside and gets burned on the inside.
It was just.
Unbelievable pace.
And sad. Yeah.
Scorching hot on this right side.
Yep. He ran. He just did one run from one end of the field to the other twice.
And the Wigan supporters saluting their side at the other end of the field as they return to take their places for the restart as Harry Smith adds another 2 points. And Wigan leads by 18 points to 6. Well, it is a busy
The only thing you don't want is you don't want him getting injured.
at the Hallowell Jones Stadium. A big event on Sunday for the women's game, and Jenna Brooks has the news about that.
Oh.
Jenna.
Yeah, Bill, it is a monumental day on Sunday for the women's game. The inaugural Nines competition at Victoria Park in Warrington. I can tell you, Jodie Cunningham, Amy Hardcastle and Paige Travis are all here tonight enjoying this intense battle. But Sunday does promise to be an exciting day. So if you don't have any plans, get down to Victoria Park.
Because it's something that you told me that the Leeds Rhinos women's team is really good.
Let's hope the weather stays like this for you. And what a game we've got here.
Yeah.
It's,
This is the first year that the Eagles have got their women's team have just started this season.
they are being exposed.
And it's another try for Lee. 16-0. Lee against Sheffield Eagles. Oh, Sheffield Eagles, get your acts together. It's going to be humiliation.
I think John Wells made the point really well. With a lot of teams, you need them further upfield to try and restrict Premier chances. They'll have a look at your line, but Wigan, better than any other side in the league, can strike from their own half and convert those chances into points.
Can Warrington do that now to respond? They have hidden feeds on Wigan's 30-metre line. Toby King. The informant standing his grounds. Good tackle. Williams. Ben Curry.
Yep.
Wigan numbers in there.
Oh, it's going to be a long old night.
Joe Bullock. Getting a bit of bird as well, Joe Bullock once at Wigan. 59 appearances for the club. Doesn't earn as much bird as George Williams does. Here he is now, Williams. And it comes King. King to Ashton. Ashton in the corner, yes. Ashton takes flight.
Try for Warrington. Game on.
Matty Ashton, his 8th try of the season. And Warrington can
This is some game.
Wigan paying the price for the carelessness that forward pass.
Coming out their own end, they'll make a mistake, giving the opportunity to Warrington. We can compliment Wigan on how crisp the passing is. But look at that pass from Josh Lewis. Catches and passes in the same motion. A fullback gets the ball under pressure. You can see Thornley coming in to try and shut the play down. He delivers the pass to the centre. The centre feeds the Ashton. Sorry, Bill. Matty Ashton will be relieved to get over in that left side. He's had a couple of opportunities with defenders in front of him. But on that occasion, ball out in front, 5 metres to go. He gets in without a glove on him.
So Riley Dean with the conversion attempt. Ian Proctor just making the point. The first really summer's day we've had in this summer rugby season, and look what the players are serving up.
Serving up. I rather not think like that because we're getting absolutely hammered.
10 points to 18 the scoreline here at the Howard Road Stadium.
Oh God.
Just look at the work. There you see again the late movement from Thulis. Comes from the right side of the field over to the left. Gives him that extra man. And the flyer, Warrington's flyer.
When you're ready, Harry.
Matty Ashton, who burst onto the scene 2 years ago, made his debut against the Warriors. And he gives his fans, some hope. As Riley Dean makes the mistake.
Well, Dean's has he picked up a knock there? Well, not to his pride.
Credit the chase from Wigan. He had no time. I think the reason he drops that ball is he's wanting to see who's about to clout him. And then Warrington compound that with a penalty. You see that. Is it Brad O'Neill? It's a great chase.
Catastrophic start, or restart rather. Having scored the try to cut the deficit, they then spill the ball from the restart, then concede the penalty, and will they concede the try? They've got to tighten their goal line defence of Warrington. Set restart, hooter sounds.
Leeds are doing lots of substitutions at the moment. Done 3 in a row.
Here's Morgan Smithies, and Smithies. Strong drive. 2 tackles.
And you might be happy to know that Sinfield has come on.
Brad O'Neill. Here is Cade Cust.
He's come on.
Smith when it comes to Thornley.
He's come on for Dwyer.
And that's the danger. Toby King shut the line trying to...
Which would be interesting.
French. Here is Bateman. Bateman, across it comes. Cade Cust puts a kick in. And round comes Thulis to gather that ball bravely. Meanwhile, not far away from here, St Helens have hit back. Saints 4, Salford 6.
Josh Thulis improves every game, doesn't he? Like I said before, that Darryl Powell's got a big decision to make when all these star players are fit. What does he do with these youngsters in every game? They're getting better and better and better.
At the minute, he can't leave Josh Thulis out, can he? His bravery, his positional sense. He's got to find a place for him somewhere.
And you've got Stephen Latchford, Mr. Versatility in the helmet.
I think Steph covers more positions and more options for Darryl Powell than Josh Thulis.
Here is Josh Charnley. Oh, he'll get some booze as well, although they probably run out of booze. So to speak. It could be that sort of night. Here is Liam Marshall. Marshall, that looked high. It was Jason Clark. No sympathy from Robert Hicks. That was a remarkable thing about the Wakefield Huddersfield game last night. I don't think there was a high tackle in the whole game. And not one yet. Saints have turned it around there. They were 6-0 down. They lead.
Oh, St Helens are now in front.
Here's Morgan Smithies.
St Helens are now in front.
Never present this season. Normally in that
They're 10-6 up.
position, although he has had a stint in the front row. Cade Cust. Charnley is underneath it and he climbs to gather that ball. Eyes on it firmly.
He didn't look any panic from Josh Charnley then. He knew what was coming from Marshall.
Oh, come on, Sheffield Eagles. He's going to try before half-time, please. So at least I can say...
Oh, you need to tire change. That's the second time.
That's the other thing with us.
I just don't want us to finish on 0. I want us to just have a try, at least.
You need your back 3 to do their job, to give those smaller forwards in Warrington's shirt a chance on tackle 3-4.
The last bit of action was one of our players' kicks bobbled out on the Lee 10 metre. So at least we're getting nearer. But we'll end up just giving it away and they'll go and score.
Game's kick is deep and field is there to gather it. And he looks up and scans what's ahead of him and thinks, I wonder.
How many times have we seen that? He tries to get to the third man. It's that show and go he's looking for. You don't not chase. If you're a defender, you don't be the one that's not chasing down the field.
Like I said to
See what else has happened.
don't miss a tackle. Because if you stand up, he'll burn you.
Well, they managed to contain him then. Here is Farrell. 4 tackles gone.
Won't be surprised if there's another try before half time in this game.
In one hand, then transferred to the other arm. That's the 5th tackle just inside Warrington's 20. It's with Harry Smith now, and Smith kicks for Field to chase, and Field heads it seems. And Ashton does well to get out of trouble. Knocked on.
Knock on by the fullback. That looked like a good duel, didn't it?
But
As the kick goes up,
but now, is it going to be the same fit?
deep breath.
Because you're going over to France to play Catalans, but now you now got to go over to play Toulouse.
Fullback just got to it first.
But
Half-time approaching. We've got an opportunity to hear from Ryan Sheridan, assistant coach for this Warrington.
collate them French cunts.
What have you made of this absolutely frantic first 35 minutes?
Oh yeah, the guy who kept laughing and kept thinking he could do what he wants.
Slow start. We've obviously conceded an early try, get them back, and then we just got our first look at football there. We were a little bit frantic off forwards and a few 6 agains and that. We didn't really get any control. So the key thing for us is getting some control like we constructed that try for Matty. Ashton.
Wow.
More like that. Get to the end of our sets, a bit more control, and settle down really.
That was really an example of what you're talking about, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because you said, I think you sent a photo or something to me. Yeah, it's scruffy. It's scruffy as hell.
Challenging. Wigan to make those extra efforts in defence, and Darryl Powell knows that this is a game. He's expecting this sort of game. Fast, aggressive.
Jeez, Catalans are giving Castle for the hammering.
Into the second half there, 28 points to 6.
He's deceptive, Jason Clark. He was the player that got that offload away for Warrington.
Darryl Clark.
I think that might be the goal. That rather than trying to get through defence, turn round, find an offload and start again.
Williams. Back inside to Joe Philbin. Warrington looking to cut the gap as half-time approaches. Here is Jason Clark now. Manages to get the ball away to Williams. Williams stabs a little kick in. Matautia chasing. And it was Matautia's hands. And
Oh,
Wilson
God.
on the 20.
It looks good for them, that offload. Hit the defensive line. They need a bit more urgency.
Oh, fuck off! It's getting worse. Sailor even losing as well. Fuck off.
He respects the kick. Jason almost gets the ultimate.
They were losing 15 points to 14 at half time.
Furious at that decision. He was chipping away at referee.
Newcastle Falcons.
Robert Hicks gave him some back.
Yeah, it looked like it was a right call from Robert Hicks.
Big thing is
And Newcastle are 11th and so are 9th.
Mistake you feel that you have done to.
Here's Liam Marshall. Wigan supporters have enjoyed this the first half, but they know that, as we've seen in this game, it can ebb and flow.
Oh, fuck off! Ah.
Brought down by opposite number Toby King.
Nearly scored a try, did Eagle, but we got hold up at the last. What a bunch of twats.
And then running it into Liam Farrell, and Farrell storming onto that path.
Oh my god, he just did like a football type shimmy and just done all that. What the fuck?
That ball from Patrick Mago, and he just danced his way through that Warrington defence. And Liam Farrell with footwork that Barry McDermott would be proud of. 7th of the season. Next stop, Strictly.
Well, Patrick Maygo, he finds himself out over in the centre position. And he goes into contact, gets a decent offload away. Liam Farrell, he always puts himself where the action is. Look at that. Beats 3 defenders. That's his 109th career try. He's a second row forward. That's an incredible stat. But he always seems to be around those action areas, pushing up, and he comes onto that ball, gets rid of a couple of defenders. He looks like a spring chicken.
Billow put his name forward for the Borough Strictly ball in 2023, but Liam Farrell has an unbelievable engine, but he puts himself where the action is, and it's no fluke.
Oh my fucking god!
Unexpected it to happen.
We are shit.
Week in, week out. You follow Wigan and you watch enough games, you know that Patrick Maygo busts the line, breaks
We
the
are
line,
shite.
the ball. And if you also watch Wigan, you know that Liam Farrell, he was a prolific try scorer.
We were 10 metres from the try line and they decided, oh, we're going to let them have the ball, we're going to give them a knock-on.
Scoring forward in Super League history as Harry Smith adds 2 more points.
And that's the closest they've been all game.
Wigan lead by 24 points to 10.
I can appreciate the skill involved here to shrug off a defender, keep his feet, and flick it. It's not quite.
Oh.
But what he's doing is he's going on
Yeah.
a strong call from Liam Farrell. He doesn't have full vision of him, but he's confident.
Now, second one will have a bit more fight in us.
Him and catch that ball. Great stuff.
And he's chasing down the great
Because they might learn from this one and come out a different team.
Warrington favourite here to get that Super League record is Farrell.
Liam Byrne urged on by the army of Wigan supporters at his back. He made the
I already said we were going to lose before I even put it on.
He's been in good shape this season. Second row in all 12 games, and that's his 8th try in all competitions.
Okay, I knew he scored. No, but the good thing was, Sinfield did a saving challenge in the corner to give him, and it made him do a knock-on.
They're playing with some confidence now are the Warriors. Whoa. Here is Bibby. Bibby brought down just inside his own half. There is the final tackle of an absolutely
Half
sensational
time, 24-10 to US Wigan Warriors.
point of view. Warrington with some work to do because Wigan have got a grip on this game. They lead 24 points to 10 at the break.
Still 18-0.
Win over a Huddersfield. It was into a cul-de-sac. 24-10.
That's at half time. We're losing 15 points to 14, so only 1 point in it.
Benchmark sides for the Warrington
We want a
Wolves.
penalty. Go and kick! Kick! Kick!
It is not going their way.
Farrell, kick!
The halftime thoughts of Phil Clark.
If you don't if you win a penalty and you don't kick it, you all deserve to be sat in your jobs, go onto a day job and earn a pension. If you want a penalty, go and kick. Give some points, please. I don't want a donut.
Like money's tight. It's good.
If he goes for a reset, he'll be getting that from me. If you get an absolute yelp. Absolute yelling. And he wouldn't, because it's from a scrum. Come on, you gotta go. You fucking dickhead! No, he decided they want a penalty from the scrum. We tap it to have one last roll of the dice. We're 18-0 down. If I were the manager, you'd be saying go and get at least a point on the board. At least. Yeah, go just literally say we don't want to finish on 0, just at least get something on the board. So at least you can think we can do better in the second half, but at least we've got something. And that's coming from our best kicker. Which is Isaac Farrell, who actually misses. Yeah. 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 That's what I'm just trying. That's what I'm just trying to. They're just saying it. Yeah, it just says has a fair bit of territory in the half, but no points to show for it. So they're in their own half, but it just doesn't say how far they were. That was. But we have no idea. The only difference is we don't know how far they were because they've not really put how far they were from the posts. You could have just kicked if it was far away. There was only 30 seconds left, so there wouldn't have been any point running anyway. Yeah, but I was like, what? Whoever these Sheffield Eagles media team is saying we have battled well so far. We haven't. We're 18-0 down. So what? So what have they been watching? So what have they been watching? Not much. Leeds Rhinos, your media team, you made a slight cock up in your edit because you can hardly see one of them. You should put it lower down and should make it a bit brighter. You sort your edits out because sometimes I can see the 0 on the half time thing that they put. Yeah, I can hardly see the 6 because I'm just doing it because of just from an editing, from me doing it from an editing standpoint. I look at all this stuff and yeah, that's good. But then it's just done it in the wrong place. If you put it further down or to the side, you might be able to have it better. But if that's the only place you can put it, fair enough. We need to book our ideas up or bring someone on in the second half if we actually have anybody good on the bench. But literally, the two players that we're relying so much on have been the two players that are the only two players to do anything for us. But we're relying too much on one player, but we shouldn't be. And it's that player that I think I don't know if he's played. Is it an ex-NRL player that we've got? That filler he's the guy we keep relying on too much. Oh, that's weird. We need you to put your ideas up, get something going, and we also need Ben Jones Bishop. We need you to get put your ideas up. You to relying on you, two most experienced player in the team. You're relying on those two because they're the ones that are getting most of our tries. I wouldn't bring anyone off the bench because all the best players that we've got are all starting. And we've still got a game in hand. We played one game less than everyone else. So one game got called off because of bad weather. So we got a game in hand. If they actually allow us to blooming play it, which I really don't. Get put that there. Off. spell for a minute. And then we'll have a look at. Yeah, I've done. Yeah, because I've done both. Cause I'm keeping an eye on them because they're all. So I just thought it makes it more interesting when you focus on one, but then you. So you might get some people that I put these ones on. So I do. Sometimes I do it for football. Sometimes very interesting. Very similar, but not as entertaining as the main game. But just put some in the back. Picked these two. I know. Just checking it. Doing in the German. Doing some football things. Let's see. Just to spread out the half time because some games played at the moment. It's Hertha Berlin 0, Greuther Fürth 1 in the Bundesliga. In the Championship, it's QPR 1, Sheffield United 0. And in La Liga, it is Cadiz 0, Seville 1, and it's half time Paris Saint-Germain 1, Strasbourg 1. Wouldn't it be Gamero and Mbappe? There you go. Mbappe. I would expect it to either be Neymar or Messi. And he goes, here we go. If you guys want to put any answers in any questions, I'm happy to answer anything. I can try my best. You put Liam Farrell. Yeah. And I literally said that he did something that was Eden Hazard-esque, but he did it with a rugby ball, just running by players like they weren't there. Which is, yeah. So guys, put your question in there more. So when I do, if there's more for streams now for rugby, I'm going to be doing the main score and then going to have two down there if there's more than one game, but I'll pick two every time. They might not be the same teams every time, but I'll pick if there's 3 games playing, then you would put all 3, but you have to just pick these two just to start it off, just add a bit of interest to it all. He goes, feel. What do you mean by that? It's not. You put it in a question. You put something, a player, but not in an actual question. So I can't really answer it because you just put or. So it's not really a question that I can answer. Just have to word. It's not me being rude or anything. You just have to word it just a bit better, because then I'll be able to know who you might put, who you think is better, who you think is good, or. Then that's. But we'll wait and see if you. I apologise, folks, if my mood is a little bit on the downward spiral. As you can see, Sheffield Eagles are getting absolutely handed our arses by the Centurions. Yeah, but which one of them scored? Did Jay Fields score one? French scored one. Fields, I think, assisted one, but I think he assisted, but French scored one. I'm trying to remember, because I'm trying to remember the names. So to see if, and I'll just gotta see if our second half has started between Sale and Newcastle, so I can see if anything's changed there. We're now winning 21-20. Out like lightning. There we go. Thank the Lord. I might actually have some. Third. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I know, that's why what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the main Super League website, because they'll have it Yeah, but he's asking who scored third, so it's like it might do like a timetable. So you might... Jeez. No, wrong. What? Oh, for God's sake. Just trying to sort... Here we go. So it's French, Thornley, Farrell. That. And Sheffield United have just scored 1-1. But it doesn't say... Ah, here we go. Minute. I have to go right to the beginning. So... Try... Here we go. It says try, but it doesn't say who it is. Conversion. Try again. So that's the second for Wigan. Ah, third one. Third try was actually scored by French. Yeah, French scored. Yeah, French scored the third. Yeah, and then Farrell scored the fourth. Yeah, Dunnerman 69. French scored the third. Farrell scored the fourth. So there we go. Hopefully, I've then seen in the second half. And hopefully Sheffield Eagles do not end the night on a donut. Because if they do, I will not know the end of it. But we'll wait and see. If we don't, if we do, then we're just going to accept the consequences and realise that we're crap. But if you guys want to put your questions in, like, sub and subscribe if you are new.
After an impressive first 40 minutes that has included Ian Thornley bagging an early race for the visitors. Let's take you into the Warrington Wolves dressing room, Phil Clark. With the games that they've got coming up against Catalan, St Helens, Leeds, Wakefield and Hull, how important, in your opinion, is the next 40 minutes for this side?
I genuinely think their season rides on the next 40 minutes. They have to win this. Otherwise, 2022...
Kick. We don't have far ears from the post. Do not bottle these Sheffield Eagles. We can get some points on the board. Do not tap it. Do not tap it. Because there's been a bunch of dicks.
Lose here again today to Wigan. And if Wigan were to pile on the points as they have in the first half, and I can't see a way back for them this year.
There's an opportunity for Wigan to prepare for a Challenge Cup semi-final over the next 40 minutes and also stick a dagger in the heart of the Warrington Wolves.
Yeah, Wigan will just keep on doing what they've been doing. For me, Warrington are now faced with a brilliant opportunity to have the best training session they're ever going to have all season. 40 minutes against Wigan at the Halliwell Jones, and you've got to fix up that left edge. It's in all sorts.
Strap yourselves in. 40 more minutes to come. Thank you to Paul Cullen and to Phil Clark. Let's get back to Barry McDermott, Terry O'Connor and Bill Arthur.
It is on the line for Warrington in this second half. Can they turn this around? Wigan finishing that first 40 minutes in dominant fashion and looking to inflict more punishment in the second half.
Yo, second half is on the way, folks.
Pitch where they haven't been great this season. They've lost 3 in a row in front of their supporters until that Easter home win over Salford, 32-18. And they have got some work to do in the second half, and they've got to start doing it early on.
Yeah, well, Wigan got off to a flying start. They knew that it was going to be a highly entertaining game, and Darryl Powell's and Matty Beats meant 2 of the top 3 scoring sides in Super League. So we know that there's going to be plenty of tries in the second half. It's just taking your opportunities when they come. Look at what Wigan as well, the way they've defended. Darryl Clark has virtually, I think, 2 or 3 occasions he's run in the first half.
French going for that ball, but he's beaten to it by Toby King. And Warrington still on the last. It's with Matautia. Matautia puts a little grubber kick in, and there is Bevan French to gather it. And French goes to ground. Early stages of the second half. Let's hear from Jenna on the sidelines.
Yeah, Bill, no doubt you've noticed Jay Field has not come out of the dressing room. I can tell you I've just spoken to Chris Brooks, Wigan's doctor, and he said that Jay feels extremely poorly. He's not well and unlikely to return tonight.
Wow, so their main player's not playing now.
Semi-final coming up, and they want to wrap their star player, one of their star players, in cotton wool. Saw Sam Hull.
Yep, so main player for Wigan Warriors is
his opportunity.
not finishing the game.
He's a centre by trade, but Sam Halsall will go on to the wing. Bevan French will go back to full-back. Doesn't diminish them really, does it? I know Jay Field's an exceptional player. Just opens the door and sets the stage for Bevan French.
That's a high kick, and Charnley does well there because he was under pressure. Marshall came flying in. And for the second time tonight, Josh Charnley showed his class, collecting that ball.
Again, the Warriors just trying to apply the pressure on Josh Charlie, but again in this set of six, and Matty Ashton, I think it is, showing some speed from the ruck.
Here's Williams driving it in.
I think they've picked the tempo at Warrington. Come out of the changing rooms with a real focus on getting over the ad line, playing the ball quick.
Bullock is taken to ground by the charge from Patrick Mago. On the last, the kick is high, and French, no stranger to that fullback position, of course, but he's put the ball down.
What a bunch of idiots. These players need to go on the dole. They need to go and have an actual job and go on in a fucking pension after this performance. It's embarrassing.
Surely it's Bevan French's job to keep
Yeah,
anything.
they've already conceded this early.
I understand how the game is refereed.
And that was due to...
A defender should not be able to slap it out.
And it was due to their decision making. Because they've had 3 penalties in this game and decided to not kick in every single one.
Here's Patrick Mago now for...
They decided to go for the point. Decided they think the tries are more important to get than going and just getting a point on the board. If it's not going to work twice and you've conceded so many tries, you just want to get a point on the board, get it on the board. Fuck's sake.
They get him to ground there when they commit 3 defenders.
We had a penalty right at the start of the half and the player decided to kick across field.
Ethan Havertz.
And then they scored from that.
Here's Harry Smith now. Smith.
So our own players are making the mistakes that are letting them score.
Vigorously, he's that sort of player. Punches above his weight, John Beckman. Harry Smith. Here it comes to Cade Cust. French puts a little kick in. It's missed, and Marshall.
Oh, it's a try for Wigan.
Pieces. A horrible mix-up at the back for Warrington. And Liam Marshall, like the try-scorer he is, spotted the opportunity and pounced on the loose ball to extend Wigan's lead just when Warrington were trying to find a way back.
These Warriors are ruthless and punish every fumble, every mistake. Really intelligent kick from Bevan French. Here's the way that Wigan returned the ball. Go ahead and feed at the scrum. Just watch what he does, Bevan French. He weighs up all his options. He gets the ball in time and space. Peter Matautia backing off. He sees that bit of ground where he thinks he can place the ball. And it does cruel things to your rugby league ball if you let it bounce. And critically, Marshall putting himself in the frame. Makes no mistake. First try of the second half to Wigan.
For Josh Newless, the ball squirting away from him. And in a blink Marshall was there. 4th of the season. He's got 4 tries here in Wigan's last Super League win on this ground in 2017. 38 points to 16 did Liam Marshall. Now then, Harry Smith. 4 from 4 tonight. In fact, I'm not going to say what Ian Proctor's told me because it will put the jinx on Harry Smith with this conversion. This is a difficult one from the sidelines.
With the left foot as well. A worse position for a left footer to be in.
That's Harry Smith's first miss since he took on the goal-kicking duties before Easter.
This is a good kick from Bevan French, and Josh through this when it comes across. He's got a lot to think about. He's trying to get hold of the ball and stay within the field of play instead of sliding over the sideline. But Liam Marshall, well, he chases up and he puts pressure on that young man to make the mistake.
Warrington restart. It's going really well for the Wigan Warriors. Their assistant coach Sean Lofton is on the sidelines. Enjoying what you're seeing, Sean.
Yes, it looks a pretty intense game. It's rugby's really quick. A lot of flat and fast rugby, and yeah, the boys, you can see them enjoying the game, but it's under some serious pressure both sides.
There's some great finishing from your guys. I mean, they really have taken their chances, haven't they?
Yeah, we posted points pretty good there, and they've been pretty clinical on the edges. We just want to keep knocking sets out, keep kind of turning the ball over in the right areas, and we'll get opportunities to attack.
Just Sean, while you're there, quick word about Liam Farrell, because what a try that was. What a second row he is.
Yeah, unbelievable player, unbelievable. Just so consistent, plays high quality rugby week in, week out, and he's a massive loss for us when he don't play. He's an unbelievable player.
Thanks, Sean.
Cheers, thank you.
He's itching to play, Sean.
Well, looking at him in the warm-up, he could step straight back out there, but he's enjoying not stepping straight back out there. Remember him saying he's Harry Smith. Smith to Marshall. Marshall.
Oh, is that another try? Another try. Wigan are absolutely giving Warrington a hammering.
And Harry Smith firing the pass, and 2 tries in 2 minutes for Liam Marshall. And the Wigan supporters jubilant, and their side is running away with this now.
You know, he backed himself last week, Harry Smith, against Salford, and the way he took that ball off the ruck and attacked the defenders on the short side, it ripped Darryl Powell's men apart. Liam Marshall, when he scores Trevor, just look at the steps. He engages both of those defenders. He's got 3 men outside him. And as soon as he gets to Metalti, look, he makes Metalti account for him. He's then got 3 players to pick from. It's the long finish ball to Liam Marshall, the salute to the crowd. But that's a piece of class play.
Wow.
You can just see Bevan French on the opposite side of the play the ball. When you first watch that try, you think that Warrington defensively have got the numbers badly wrong. But it's because of Bevan French, the presence over there, that so many players in the Warrington shirts think they need to stay there.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ronnie O'Sullivan wins the whole thing.
Warrington fans disconsolate, unhappy with what they're seeing from their side, and expressing that in, unfortunately, not the nicest
I think-
ways. As Smith is back on track. That's 18 out of
Wow,
19
it is.
goals kicked in recent games.
Yeah, you can just see the long side, Bevan French, getting ready, putting himself in a position, he holds up defenders.
Oh my. Can this be over, please? Oh, it's getting annoying now. Oh my days.
Robert Hicks is just reporting to one of his fellow officials the fact that a couple of items have been thrown onto the pitch.
Wow, it looks like Warrington are going to be in trouble.
He's going to the bottle now.
Wow,
He's going to give that presumably to the stewards.
the referee's gone down the tunnel because a bottle has been thrown onto the pitch.
So after that.
Catalans 44, Castleford 12.
Dragons on course for a big victory there. Maintain their tilt at the top. Good run from Ethan Havard, but Warrington are being cut in ribbons.
Well, they're desperate for the ball, but that's the reason why they go short. Again, that's the gamble. We can get the ball back. Good run from Ethan Havard. And now just 28 metres from the line. Under a bit of pressure here, Warrington.
Here's Patrick Mager.
This is.
They can't get hold of him. They can't get hold
Come
of
on.
Patrick Mager as well and put him on the ground.
They don't get him to the ground. The last bit is the most
The-
important bit.
It's Sheffield Eagles 0, Leeds Centurions 28.
He was getting, and
I'd like another look at this, but he can't start pushing and shoving.
Not really. Not that. Not if it's annihilated, it'll be 50 plus.
Defenders are all over him, but they get away. And only think something's happened.
We could have scored, but the players have decided to tap, then kick.
Billy McGillis, who are having the dispute. Two recent NRL recruits this season.
Mago.
Renewing former acquaintances. But I'm going to say it again, they're not
Bishop starting.
men on the floor. They're not
Filler.
completing the tackle and taking the Wigan defender, the tackles to the ground.
I think it was the last couple of games. He's actually been scoring 1 or 2 tries a game. It's just this one he's not turned up. The two main players not turned up. Villa's not turned up, and Benjamin Bishop's not turned up. And they're the two players that if they both don't turn up, the rest of the team don't turn up.
Mate, I was playing on because I think you have an advantage from the rope. So but your man then takes that out of my hands because he grabs hold of the mark.
Yeah, it's 28 now.
Penalties against Mago. Let's just stay now.
Oh, I need.
The 50 minutes thing was not really had any of that.
No.
This makes that 6 is good.
That's why I don't want to. That's why I want them to kick as much as they can and just get at least one. If we get 1 point on the board, then we save ourselves from the embarrassment of.
He'll be disappointed with that, mate. He's got all
Yes, I know that.
the penalty away when you're over the ball. Expecting a real
I know.
the teammates in your court.
A hiding would be if they score 50 points.
34-10 here in favour of
Yes. No. Don't make me think about that. Leeds Rhinos have scored.
James Buchanan's final game in charge before Ron Smith.
I will have a look. So I'm gonna update the scores on the thing, and the try is by. You are spot on.
With a victory, JJB.
Yep, Gannon has scored.
It's the short ball to Ben Curry.
Trying to see if it says on here.
Sure they've had to do anything in this second half, have they?
Have a look. I'm just going down here. It says here the OKR actually caused it upon themselves. The visitors came with an error. Morgan Gannon is quicker to react, picks up and goes over. So he took advantage of something that Leeds Rhinos have been regularly doing themselves. And they've literally took advantage. They could be back in the Premier League if they're not careful, if they're lucky. Oh. No, I will not hear the end of it. I will not hear the end of it.
Williams over the top to Ashton, but Ashton given too much to do. Wigan were offside, they'll get another go. Will Warrington
No, we're not going to get no, we're going to get at least, if we just get 1 point, then it saves us. Yes, because I'll.
is Bullock now. Mago and Havard doing the tackling. Jason Clark filled in, but runs into the.
I want us to get. We've had 3 penalties, but the players have decided not to kick. They decided to tap every time.
Scrappy at times. Here's Josh Hewlis.
Yeah, that's why I think it's annoying, because they're doing that, knowing that you're getting battered. We've at least got to get points on the board.
Havard and Byrne.
You know, if it was someone who...
Williams. Short ball. It comes
Hey, Jack Robinson has scored for Sheffield United.
and it's into the Wigan hands. Matthew Liqueur, I think, with a hat-trick for the Catalan Dragons in that big victory over the Castle Tigers.
Warrington started this game, didn't they?
Come on. I don't want a nil.
The defence of
We've won the penalty. Kick, please. I don't want the nil. If you don't kick it, I hate the media team. Tell us how many meters they're out from the fucking try line every time we get a penalty. Because the fans aren't gonna know. Oh my! They didn't go for the kick. They were going for touch. There we go. This is what they put. Johnson goes to the sky as he tried to ground the ball in the corner. The referee deems him to be out, to be in touch. See what the... It's annoying. It's just annoying that it shows that we might have been near it. Then go for it. But don't give us a 0, please. And I blame it on the players. I'm blaming this on the players for not... I don't know if Farrell has took Mosman, because I don't know who took the last one. Because Farrell didn't take the last one. Oh my God! Why are we kicking it to us and you're even fumbling that? They're fumbling a kick that's given to them. We definitely are shit if that's happening.
5-match losing sequence on this ground ahead of tonight's game. But they're on course to put an end to that. Here is Sam Halsall, a youngster who's come off the bench.
I'll just take a drop goal at this point, just to save us the embarrassment of people saying that we got nil. I'll just take that.
Several players suffering from flu. And here is Kate Cust. Ball behind Bevan French. Still on the last. French.
We have a penalty! Yet again, it's not going to be taken because they're going to go for the 6 or the 5. I have no idea. I've been reading. This is what I love about looking at Leeds Rhinos media to compare Sheffield Eagles. They put the actual meters of where each action is happening. Ours don't. It's like the last piece of action is near his 40-metre line. Sheffield Eagles don't do that when you should, because you're going to let the fans know where they're on the pitch to know what's happening. It's a bit pointless. It's like watching football and not saying that we've scored even though we scored. I have no idea yet, but if he kicks it and we get something, then I'll be happy. If it doesn't, there'll be more fuming. Dude, I don't know if he kicked it last time because it was someone else did it. Because it was Johnson who did the last one. I think Bass did the one before that. Farrell will only kick it if it's kicking towards the posts. Then he'll kick it.
Williams quickly back in field to Philbin. Warrington desperate to at least restore a bit of pride in this second half, because they have been...
Oh my fucking God, we're going to get nailed.
So far. Bullock is
No. No, he didn't do that. He went for a grubber. And that's it was Isaac Farrow who's our main kicker and hardly misses. No, this is the first time he's actually done a kick from a penalty. They're saying here the Eagles are bulked up in defence. If we're bulked up in defence, why are we 20-0 down? Why are we 28-0 down? This media team likes bigging us up too much. When there's nothing to be positive about. But the good thing is they're saying we start 10 metres out, but 10 metres out from where? Are we 10 metres out from the lead try? Are we 10 metres out from our own try line? We don't know. It's on the Twitter as well. Sheffield Eagles, because theirs is even. I'm at the moment wanting to just go and look at Lee's, because Lee. It's saying 60 minutes. Because we're on 60 minutes they've played. Yeah, that's annoying. So basically we're 10 metres out from our own line and doing that. That shows how shit we are. Even Leeds Rhinos wouldn't do something like that, because you know it will just crucify you.
As it stood, only 2 points separated them and fourth placed Hull FC, but from this evidence they've got to really get their act together if they're going to be involved in the top 6.
Good play from Danny Walker, and he's highlighting Liam Farrell, the man who's the third man out of the row. Talked to a lot of players who play against Wigan.
It says here that Johnson does well to take a lead kicking behind. So I don't. There's nothing that I'm not taking anything out as a positive, because we need to be down the other end. Oh my God, French! That guy just can run and run and run and won't stop.
Defenders for Toffees and making 50-60 metres upfield.
It is now Leeds Rhinos 12, OKR 0. Penalty by Reece Martin.
And now here come the Warriors once again with Morgan Smithies. And that is turning a defence into attack. Harry Smith, shot pass.
Try for Wigan. Warrington Wolves are getting absolutely hammered. Yeah, hammered. Yeah, it's getting absolutely hammered.
Wigan jubilant. 1 minute, they're on their own try line defending. The next, they're running in another try, and it's Ethan Havard.
Yes! Fuck! We're on the board! We're on the board! Why? So everyone can shut up, we're not getting the donut. I'll take all the embarrassments, but we can say we're not getting the donut. And Holmes has scored. Thank fuck. About bloody time. We actually do something. Yeah, but Lee are complaining, saying that they think we did a knock-on our way to scoring, but yeah, so I'll take it. Isaac Farrell, get the conversion, please. If you don't get it, then I'll be shocked. And he does! 28-6. We're not coming back, but we can say we got something. That's what I said. We're not coming back from it, but we can say that from what we've been trying to do, it's paid off by getting the points on the board. That's all you want to do. You don't want to finish with 0. So I'll just take that if it ends like this.
this. Unbelievable work from the backfield. Evading defenders, gets
Yep.
inside.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of things get thrown on the pitch at the end of the game.
Like lightning. Great stuff by Bevan French.
Imagine those two playing in a sevens competition.
Somebody probably is somewhere, Terry.
And just checking some football scores. It is Paris Saint-Germain are 3-1 up.
Well, of course, Challenge Cup semi-finals coming up next weekend. St Helens and Wigan involved in that. We will see Wigan in Super League action when they
And it's 2 goals for Mbappe and 1 for Hakimi.
are at Huddersfield to face the Giants. That's on Arena and Sky Sports.
Oh my fucking god, we restarted all this bad stuff again.
St Helens are in action against FC on Friday, May the 13th.
And that's his brother that's done that.
Saturday, May the 14th, Warrington have to go to
That-
Catalan. You can see that game on Action and Main Event from 4:55. Catalan of Hamlet.
Yeah.
The Catholic
No, I'm hoping Mark Ashton has gone and said that they've made the wrong decision, and the wrong decisions were when you had a penalty, you're losing, you will not try and keep going for a try. Because you're gonna come to bite you, and it's come to bite us every time we've done it.
enjoying their night out.
They have contributed to the
We could have been not far off, nearly double the points we've got now, and they've scored 5.
and celebrating in good
Yep, and that was because of Joe Farrell fumbling something on a restart. That is shit. This whole team's just falling apart. We're falling like Warrington apart. But at least we're not conceding as much.
And it's just like to give their supporters something to cheer about in the closing 15 minutes here. Because it has been certainly the second half a pretty miserable story from the Wire point of view. First
The only other people that are going to be angry about us being absolutely battered will be Fev, because they're catching them up.
before the interval was maybe
And they were. Don't pray for us to ever do you a favour, because we'll never.
claimed by Sam Halsall.
And he got the conversion. It is 54-6.
looking to get into the open. Been very patient throughout this game. The Warriors
Can we please get another try? I'll take another try, and please be Ben Jones Bishop. Actually do something, please.
not been coming off for them. The Warriors offloading the ball
Oh, no wonder we conceded a try. One of our players was off.
for a 40-20 possibly. Is it going to go?
He hasn't got the legs and Fulis will get
Why do you go short, you bunch of eagle cunts?
The defending, they won't be bothered with that kick on the second play. The Warrington forwards are looking pretty tired. They're the ones who were asked now to get back and do a bit of work and bring the ball forward.
Because of the amount of energy that
Yep.
Warrington
And this is from the restart. Eagles go short but can't come up with it.
from Warrington and full to the brim in the Wigan Warriors shirt. That's why they don't mind. That's why they chase like the lions.
Oh yeah,
And they make that tackle.
brainless.
Williams
Yeah.
has not enjoyed the night against his former club. Here is Mike Cooper, who has tried his hardest to galvanise.
We played better against us. Yeah. This shows.
Now then, Danny Walker, the former Woodness.
Yeah.
Little run from him, Darryl Clark.
These players would deserve to not be playing for this team.
Billy McGoulias tries a chip and chase, and it's collect. Oh, Matautia was following it up. Couldn't keep
Yeah.
up with it.
We played a lot more better against Fev than we did against these, because we actually scored more points. We scored about 18 points against Fev. Yeah, and we scored 18 points in that game.
To match director, we have an on-field decision of no try at tackle 5. Can you please check all 8 line rules from offside when it comes to the kick and possible ball steal and grounding?
These players need an absolute rollicking, saying you're not getting a recovery date. You're going straight into training the next day, early hours. They need it as a punishment.
Everything is okay there. So Matautia,
But Yes!
got possession of the ball.
So if we can get something and go from there, but nah, we're not going to get anything.
We've got another angle to see. Yeah, this will do. So vitality of possession.
There could be a try. There could be a try here for Warrington, maybe.
I have viewed all available angles. I have now made a decision.
That decision surely is no try. Frustration for Warrington, for Billy Magulias. It was in the right place, but the ball had gone forward from Peter Matautia. And Warrington are denied.
That's as close as they've got in the entire second half, isn't it? 24.
Wait, one player is actually starting to do something, and it's Holmes, and it. So one player's doing something. It's started to get the rest of the team going, and it's all through him when it shouldn't be. When it's basically the players that should be the ones that we should be getting his team go. Oh, it should be going. Should be Ben Sean Bishop and Filler are the two that should be playing. Should be the ones that should be telling these players or should be playing the way. Yeah, and also because both players that we've got are the Farrell brothers. They're both going to be playing in the World Cup. So they've got yeah. So they've got. It's got to be. It's showing he's not. Oh, don't say they've scored a try again. Try for what? Because most times the mistakes come from Sheffield Eagles and we can see the try. Oh, fuck's sake. Yep, it just shows. It shows that they have not gone and kicked. They don't. It sounds like they don't trust Farrell's kicking ability in this game.
So Warrington having a rare spell of possession deep in Wigan territory.
No,
Here is
I don't think he's the one who's making the decisions.
his second season.
If the whole team wants to go for something, they all got to go for it.
Almost finding a way through until Morgan Smithies collars him and stops his progress.
And this is for someone who's going to represent Jamaica in the World Cup.
With Mulhern.
Yeah, both Farrells represent Jamaica at international level.
Cooper. 3 tackles gone. As he's brought down Wigan back on their own.
And they'll be going. Yeah, they're in the World Cup that's coming up this year. So
And Danny Walker.
hopefully they're not as shit for them.
For his quick thinking.
Try for Warrington, but
And Warrington's try celebration tune gets a rare airing in this second half.
Full credit to Rob Mulhern, who finds it.
get us something because we are fucking shit. Say we are fucking shit. These all deserve. They don't deserve to be paid, and they all deserve a wage decrease.
A sparky hooker. You can see defenders in front of him. One marker on the floor, and that's always a key and a cue for a player like Danny Walker to at least have a look. Makes no mistake and scores under the H's and 6 points. The first 6 points of this second half for the Wolves. And that's a sucker punch that to concede. Kate Ellis, he took the dummy. Danny Walker stepped down as the big jump out.
Oh, don't make me think of.
Present this year, very explosive, quick out the box.
Oh,
Just needed to step.
hey, something positive has happened, but I don't think we're going to do anything from it. A marvellous take of a bomb from Bass, and I should be happy about that because we've been shit all game.
Good day at Ellen Road. And a big night this for Wigan. Big statement, I think.
Yep, is anything else going to happen from that? No, because we're going to concede again. I just know it. Oh, Conor Hurray on the score, long on from Aston Villa.
King is Matty Ashton accelerating.
That was a late shot here. Was it Toby King that was taken out? Looking to shift the ball, was it?
Hey, Hey, Farrell! You've actually decided to have a kick! And he kicked to the lead 40 metres on the last. So he's actually done something decent for once. They've actually decided to kick on a penalty, finally! It's took you blasted about half a game. It took him 75 minutes to make a decision. And it's 5 minutes to go. It's too late, you cunts.
I start to say that Warrington missed 23 tackles in this game, which to win big games and to get to finals and to be up there in the top 20, you've got to be better defensively than that.
Our stats also tell us that Warrington have completed.
But at least we're not getting a donut. We're not getting a donut. Thank fuck. And that's the only saving grace.
Do something with the ball, and Warrington and Wigan have like it. That's a game that emphasises that theory tonight.
Peter Matautia playing the ball about 20 metres out.
Let's see if we do anything from it. I don't think we will.
Williams, and it goes to Hewless. Toby King now. King gets the ball away. Ashton flicks it back in field, but was in touch.
It's just great defence, isn't it? That energy bank. Full to the brim.
Oh, fucking hell.
Cullen talked about the inside defender, showing the attacker the outside, and then moving towards.
Why do that? What a twat.
You as an inside defender give confidence to the bloke outside you to go and fix that.
What a twat.
It's great stuff from Warrington, not just with the ball, but without the ball. They've defended immaculately.
That's definitely shit. Whoever decided to do that, you're shit. Oh, kicker kicks all the way up there and you go and absolutely screw it up.
League encounters that achieve just 5 wins on this ground.
Smith goes on his own on the last.
Laid that over tonight. Well, 6 out of 20 isn't great, is it? But
We've been talking about this fixture, and I actually played for Wigan in a local cup match. And it was a really intense game, but the Warrington-Wigan fixture I always think about was back in 1989 when Warrington and Wigan met in Milwaukee, and a certain Ellery Hanley and Les Boyd were going at it, and a young Paul Cullen and Andy Goodway were also firing venom across either side of the pitch. Great match if you haven't watched it. One for the purists, that one. In the era of Biff, when you
Yep.
get Biff.
Walker, Hewless,
Yep.
Curry, there is King. King, a threat that Wigan are aware of. He's brought down on that Wigan 40-metre line. Oliver Holmes and
Oh, did well to keep hold of that rubber.
Yep.
nearly hit
Yep.
the deck. He just managed to scoop it up. Williams loops the ball to Ben Curry, and Curry looking for the one-handed offload, but Wigan deny him that.
Yep.
Williams on the last, kicks cross field, and Sharnley bats the ball back. It's Billy Magulius.
I'm actually happy that it's Tom Bowley because he's nearly won it since he's owned them. Since he's owned the LA Dodgers since 2012, he's won a trophy a year with them. I would take that if he won one of the trophy every year. I would take that. If you can do that for us, then that's good.
Peter Matautia, who gets his 3rd try of the season.
Well, let's be honest, this game scoreboard shows how far we'll be looking for how his players finish the game when the scoreboard's so heavily in the opposition's favour. George Williams comes up with a decent kick. Oliver Holmes and Josh Chandler
Yep.
just pat the ball back to Matautia and Magulius.
Yeah, and from what from what he's been saying, that he also wants to try and make us a successful club, wants us to win trophies, and wants us to be up there. So he's an owner that's coming in that wants to care. He's not an owner that's coming just for the money. He's there to try and make us successful.
Colours these days, he commits defenders. You've got to be strong in front of him. You've got to really
Yeah.
front up. He's such a devastating catch
Yeah.
of the ball, destructive.
And he also, he wants to win us trophies, and he also wants to redevelop the ground as well.
Full back, the stand-up role, and obviously latterly in the last year or two as a centre
Yeah,
to lock him in as he is for Warrington on this right side just doesn't bring him into the game enough.
Josh Fuel is successful with the conversion.
yeah,
So 22 points to 40.
Yeah.
Action on Sunday morning.
I think over. Yeah,
Against the
Yeah.
Wigan Tigers. That's it for the
yeah,
weekend.
but yeah. So he wants to get us a new ground. He wants to also give us a, or what is it? He wants to get us a new infrastructure and basically make our team a lot better.
With Williams. Cooper.
Ah!
Cade Ellis.
Ah! Don't get 40, please. Don't get 40, please. Oh, yeah, they won't get 40 now. Away! Warrington, you've done worse than us. Back is in 40 points.
Bumble into touch.
He's looking for Matthias and Toby King, but there's just too much on it. He's desperate for that to stay in field. And it's not been his night, has it? Up against his former teammates. We talked about in the first half and we're looking forward to this fixture. It's been the pantomime villain in front of the Wigan fans.
Well, the Wigan supporters enjoying their night. Not so sure about Warrington's fans, who I think are going to make their feelings known at the final hooter. Grounds for discontent. I mean, Leeds senior side lose at
I
home.
don't know, Bill. Listen, I didn't hear too many boos at half time. I know that obviously it's a rough time if you're a Warrington fan. Under Steve Price, success of a sort, and under Darryl Powell, they're having to be patient, they're having to wait a little bit, but changes do take time. Darryl Powell is an accomplished coach, he's proven at every level he's good enough to make changes, but it's just taking time.
Strasbourg have got to go back. It's now 3-2.
3% success rate throughout his long coaching career. Oh, that was high on Ashton as he came to collect that.
They take a long time just to add to things. To add.
Getting his timing wrong there.
See, look, they take that long to do it. The media team take that long. Yeah, they take. See, look, they're 2 minutes behind. Yeah, we've lost. Yeah, at least we didn't get a 0.
Coming up to the last couple of minutes, and Wigan
Yeah.
into that semi-final, bringing the confidence after this.
Yeah, none of them should get a wage, except for the player that scored that slightly gives him a bit more of a high over everyone because he got the only try. And he tried to get us moving afterwards.
This man's been outstanding, Liam Farrell.
It's been hard to pick a man in a match, hasn't it? There hasn't been a poor performer in a Wigan shirt. The bloke that took the headlines in the first half is sat on the sideline.
Morgan Smithies and Darryl Clark just having a bit of a dispute. That's high kick. Is claimed by Thewlis in the end. Halsall closing him down quickly.
No, I will say about Warrington going forward that I don't think Darryl Powell's going to come in and change things straight away. He went to Castleford in 2013.
See what our next game is. Our next game in the... Oh, fuck off. Oh, next game in the league is Halifax Panthers.
Final minute of the game. Wigan
That's our next game in the league, Halifax Panthers.
since Sam Tompkins' drop goal won them their cup quarter-final in May 2017. So it's going to be a sweet victory for the Warriors as Warrington look to try and end the game on a positive note. But their inconsistency strikes again. They started the season well, then they had a dip in form. They've had a pretty good Easter, and now another dip.
And just looking at this. Obviously, nobody wants to lose. Nobody expects to
Nobody wants to lose.
The team needed
I've had a right good moan in the last 2 hours, but that's because we've been making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake.
the game, but he'll not
It's like I watch a bunch of bloody school kids and they play a lot better than how this pile of shite played.
Matt Peets
For
give two
Tom Warrington. I think I might have missed some bits, or I might add it by the end of it. I think I finished.
especially with his history with the Wigan club. Cut here and win in
Finished.
emphatic
Warrington 22.
Warrington side.
Wigan Warrior. Right. Warrington 20. My mind's all over the place. 22. Wigan Warriors. It's very funny, that is. 40. That was a hammering and a half. Mine's all over the place. Yeah. Sheffield Eagles lost 6-34. 6 Leeds Rhinos at the moment are still playing in their game, which could be just about finished.
Super League win of the season. They get 2 competition points and they take wonderful form into a Challenge Cup semi-final, Paul.
They've earned it, Ryan. You've come to the home of Warrington Wolves. You've matched what they've thrown at you and delivered it back with interest. I generally felt my instincts were the third.
And we will check, see if Sale Sharks have been the one bright spark of this evening. Please. Yes! Get in! Sale 35, Newcastle Falcons 27. At least something good has come of this evening. Get in Sale. But not by much, but we'll take it.
Which we could almost see at half-time, but we particularly knew once the second half started that really, Wigan's
And that has-
performance was just far superior than anything.
And that has put Sale 7th. So I've definitely taken that. Been up 2 places. How do you like that? Those eggs.
Glimpses of Darryl Powell there, gentlemen. We will get into him and the Warrington Wolves in a bit more depth, but your initial thoughts, Paul, on Warrington's 80-minute performance?
Well, this is a tough game, and there is immense pressure, which is it's a strange thing to say for a club that hasn't got to the grand final and won it, but it's a huge club. There's lots of things to do. There's an order in which to do it at some point. That line defence for me, as an observation, it was fractured. I understand that.
There we go. Full time as well in the last game of the evening. Finish Hull KR 0. Leeds Rhinos 12.
It can be put right. I'm confident it will be put right.
So all the games now finished, folks. Like, subscribe to the bell notification. I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream of 2 high-scoring games and 1 guy who just did one thing that did very well defensively and getting tries and winning the game and not scoring much. But that's all you need to do to win a game these days. But like, subscribe to the bell notification. Don't forget to post. And I'll see you guys on Sunday for Everton versus Chelsea. Then on Monday for Chesterfield versus Stockport in the National League, which this one's going to hurt me even more, because this could be the game where Stockport County could win the National League title.